So you've got over the disappointment of your test being cancelled, because we're talking here about your pre-test nerves. And I suppose what you've got to say to yourself is, if your test was cancelled because of the lockdown, and the UK driving test was all cancelled probably from, I can't think the exact date, probably the last week in March, I think it might have been. So if you're having your test then and it's been cancelled, or you're having a test in April, it's been cancelled, then you are going to be well disappointed, because you were up for it at that point. You were thinking, right, I've done everything I can, I've been handling my nerves quite well, I've been preparing for it, listening to my instructor, I've been doing everything that we're preparing for that test, and now it's a big disappointment. And then you're waiting for your new test date to come through. So I've been getting students contacting me the last couple of days, and their new test dates have been end of June, beginning of July. Yours might be something similar. It might even be a bit further in July, or it might be slightly earlier on June. I don't know. But the DVSA is sending out emails, and you just need to kind of prepare for it. You can't have lessons at the moment because we're all in lockdown. So it's going to be a bit more pressure for you. So you're going to get a little bit more nervous. So it's not just going to be pre-test nerves, it's going to be pre-lesson nerves as well. Because you're going to get in that car with your instructor. It might be a month before your test. It might be a couple of weeks before your test. I suppose it all depends on the test date and your instructor. So you need to let them know your new test date as well. So if you're thinking, I'm going to have pre-lesson nerves, a bit like when you take your first lesson, you're waiting in the house room to turn up, and you think, God, I'm going to do everything wrong. I've not been in the car for 8-10 weeks. I'm going to feel really rusty because I've not been able to drive around, because you can't actually drive around at the moment. So start off maybe an hour lesson, have 2 1-hour lessons that first week back, so that it's not too intense, and prepare for that lesson. You know, look at your old marking sheet, what you were doing mistakes on prior to that, because they might creep back in. And the other thing also I think is watch these videos. I'll put a playlist below of learn to drive videos and mock driving test videos and pre-test nerves videos to help you. So in the description there'll be playlists, so click on the playlist and there'll be some videos there to help you. Now if you're going to get nervous on your lessons, just tell your instructor straight away. It's probably going to expect it, because probably everyone's going to be in the same boat. Even people who are not taking a test, when they come back, they're going to get nervous. But what you can do is, like I say, prepare for it. Make sure you get a good night's sleep the night before. Make sure you're eating your breakfast before you go, and you'll be energised for it then, won't you? And then once you've had a few lessons, you'll ease into that. But at the back of your mind is that driving test, and that's going to affect you also, because you're thinking, if I make a mistake in that first lesson, it's like it's the end of the world at that point. You're going to feel, because you're not going to be prepared, but you will. It's just going to take a few lessons to get back into it. So don't be disappointed if you make some mistakes, like stalling, or forgetting your mirrors, or leaving a signal on. Your instructor's going to point these things out to you, and you're going to remember them. But kind of say to yourself, if I can keep learning leading up to that test as I did prior to this one being cancelled, then I'll be fine. On the day of that driving test, you're going to feel really nervous, because there's a lot of pressure on you now because of the fact that your first test got cancelled and you've had more time to prepare. Well, think of it like this. Your first one got cancelled and your second one's coming up. If anything, people are expecting you not to do so well, because of the fact that things have been going against everyone at the moment with taking the test. You can't take lessons, tests have been cancelled, so you can kind of give a bit of reverse psychology, thinking, well, there's less pressure really, because the people are not expecting me to pass. So you can turn that around to your advantage. And you can also prepare like you did on your last driving test. So I'm sure you would have spoke to your instructor. Make sure you show me questions, you tell me questions. If you don't, start practicing them again. Start watching the videos of them if it helps. And the other thing also is, on the day of your test, make sure you've had a good night's sleep the night before, and make sure you've had something to eat, because if you haven't spoke about this prior to your first test, you will get nervous on the day. And you've got to say to yourself, I need to stay focused, try and turn them nerves into positive things. So if I'm feeling a bit nervous while I'm waiting for that test to start, think, okay, what can I do? Well, I can think about what I'm going to do on that driving test. That examiner's there just to watch me and assess me. They're not there to put me off. So think of it like that. The exams are always nice to you, so just enjoy the day, stay focused. You will make mistakes, don't let it get to you. You will make mistakes in the first few minutes. Your legs might shake, your arms might shake, but don't worry about it. Just stay focused about you driving on your driving test, doing well. Good luck, and I hope it's a pass for you.